Listen carefully, because what I'm about to reveal might completely shift your perspective on your own attractiveness. Right now, as you're watching this, there's likely a woman, possibly several, who has been quietly noticing you in ways you never imagined. She's been replaying your conversations, wondering about your day, and creating small fantasies about what it would be like to know you better. The fascinating part? You're completely unaware. Here's what most men fundamentally misunderstand about female attraction. You think women are drawn to the guy who talks the loudest, drives the flashiest car, or desperately seeks everyone's attention. But that's not how the female mind actually operates. Women are secretly drawn to an entirely different type of man, and if you're watching this video, there's a strong possibility you might be exactly that type. I'm talking about the man who doesn't realize his own appeal, the one who isn't performing for anyone, the guy who simply exists in his authentic space, completely comfortable, completely genuine, and completely oblivious to the fact that women around him are secretly hoping he'll pay attention to them. And here's what's going to surprise you. These women aren't just interested in you, they're actually intimidated by you. They get nervous around you. They're building entire emotional connections with you in their minds while you're walking around thinking you're just an ordinary guy. So let me ask you something. Listen carefully, because what I'm about to reveal might completely shift your perspective on your own attractiveness. Right now, as you're watching this, there's likely a woman, possibly several, who has been quietly noticing you in ways you never imagined. She's been replaying your conversations, wondering about your day, and creating small fantasies about what it would be like to know you better. The fascinating part? You're completely unaware. Here's what most men fundamentally misunderstand about female attraction. You think women are drawn to the guy who talks the loudest, drives the flashiest car, or desperately seeks everyone's attention. But that's not how the female mind actually operates. Women are secretly drawn to an entirely different type of man, and if you're watching this video, there's a strong possibility you might be exactly that type. I'm talking about the man who doesn't realize his own appeal, the one who isn't performing for anyone, the guy who simply exists in his authentic space, completely comfortable, completely genuine, and completely oblivious to the fact that women around him are secretly hoping he'll pay attention to them. And here's what's going to surprise you. These women aren't just interested in you, they're actually intimidated by you. They get nervous around you. They're building entire emotional connections with you in their minds while you're walking around thinking you're just an ordinary guy. So let me ask you something, and I want you to be completely honest as I walk through these signs. How many of these descriptions sound familiar? Because if even 4 of these resonate with you, I can guarantee there are women in your orbit right now who are secretly hoping you'll make the first move. Sign 1. Women act differently around you than they do with others. Pay attention to this pattern. You enter a space, could be your workplace, a social gathering, or even the grocery store, and you notice something subtle but consistent. That woman you've chatted with before suddenly seems more animated when you appear. Maybe she adjusts her posture, maybe her speaking style becomes more engaging, or maybe she seems to light up just a little bit when she sees you. You probably interpret this as her just being friendly, or having a good day, right? Actually, what's happening is much more significant. Your presence genuinely affects her emotional state. She's been thinking about you since your last interaction, and now that you're physically there, she's unconsciously shifting into a more engaging version of herself because she wants to capture your attention. But here's the deeper psychology at work. She's not just trying to impress you, she's hoping you'll see her as different from other women. She wants to stand out in your memory. Watch for this carefully. Are there women who seem perfectly normal with everyone else but become noticeably more vibrant, talkative, or engaging when you're around? That's not coincidence. That's attraction combined with hope, and it's one of the clearest indicators that you occupy a special place in someone's thoughts. Sign 2. They create reasons to text or message you. This one's huge and most guys completely overlook it. She sends you memes that reminded her of you. She asks questions about things she could easily Google. She forwards you articles or videos with messages like, "Thought you'd find this interesting." You probably think she's just being friendly. The reality is far more telling. She's been thinking about what you said. When you're someone's secret interest, your words carry weight that you never intended them to have. Here's what's happening psychologically. Her brain has categorized you as important. so it's automatically filing away information about you. She remembers your preferences because she's unconsciously collecting data about what makes you happy. She recalls your stories because she's genuinely curious about your experiences and your perspective on life. This isn't just good listening, this is emotional investment. She's building a mental profile of who you are because she's hoping to use that knowledge to connect with you more deeply. Notice the difference in what she remembers about you versus what she remembers about other people in your social circle. With you, she recalls personal details, your opinions, your plans. With others, she sticks to surface-level information. Sign 4. They seek your opinion and advice. This sign is about trust and respect, and it's more significant than most men realize. She asks what you think about her career decisions. She wants your perspective on personal situations. She values your judgment on everything from major life choices to minor daily dilemmas. You might think she just sees you as a good friend or a wise person to talk to. But here's the deeper meaning. She's testing whether you two think alike. She's exploring your values, your decision-making process, and your character by seeing how you respond to her questions. When women are romantically interested in someone, they want to know if that person would be a good partner. Asking for advice is a way of evaluating compatibility without making it obvious. There's another layer here. She's creating intimacy through vulnerability. By sharing her problems and concerns with you, she's inviting you into her inner world. She's hoping that by showing you who she really is, including her uncertainties and challenges, you'll develop a deeper connection with her. Pay attention to the types of advice she seeks. Is she asking about things that matter to her personally? Is she sharing situations that reveal her values and priorities? This isn't just conversation, it's emotional reconnaissance. Sign 5. They make an effort to look good when they know you'll be around. This one requires you to be observant about patterns. Notice if there are women who seem to put extra thought into their appearance when they know you'll be present. Maybe she dresses slightly better for group events you're attending. Maybe she always seems to look particularly put together when she knows she'll see you at work. Maybe she mentions getting her hair done right before a gathering you'll both be at. You probably don't think about this at all, or you assume she just likes to look nice in general. But here's what's actually happening. She wants to look attractive to you specifically. She's hoping you'll notice her, and she's putting in extra effort because your opinion matters to her. This isn't vanity. It's strategy combined with hope. She wants to present the best version of herself because she's hoping to catch your eye or earn your compliments. The psychology behind this is straightforward. When we're attracted to someone, we naturally want to appear attractive to them in return. She's not trying to impress everyone. She's trying to impress you. Sign 6. They laugh at your jokes. More than others. Humor is incredibly personal, and women who are interested in you will find you funnier than you actually are. She laughs at your casual comments that weren't even intended as jokes. She smiles at your sarcastic remarks that others might not even notice. She seems genuinely entertained by your sense of humor, even when it's not particularly clever. You might think you're just naturally funny around her, or that she has a similar sense of humor. The truth is more revealing. She's attracted to your personality, and that attraction makes everything you say more appealing to her. Laughter is a form of connection, and she's using it to create positive associations with your interactions. When women like someone, they become more receptive to that person's attempts at humor. They want to encourage you, to make you feel good around them, and to create an atmosphere where you'll want to spend more time with them. Pay attention to whether she laughs more at your jokes than she does at other people's, and notice if she remembers your funny comments or brings them up later in conversation. Sign 7. They find ways to touch you casually. This is perhaps the most telling sign, and it's also the most subtle. She finds reasons for brief, casual physical contact. Maybe she touches your arm when she's making a point in conversation. Maybe she gives you longer hugs than she gives other people. Maybe she playfully pushes you when you tease her, or finds excuses to brush against you in passing. You probably don't think much about these moments, or you interpret them as normal, friendly behavior. But here's the significance. Casual touch is how women test physical chemistry and create intimacy without crossing obvious boundaries. She's hoping to see how you respond to her touch, and she's creating positive physical associations with your presence. The psychology of touch is powerful. When someone touches you, even briefly, it creates a moment of connection that goes beyond verbal communication. She's hoping these small moments will build into something more significant over time. Notice if she initiates more physical contact with you than she does with other men in your social circle. Also pay attention to whether she seems comfortable in your physical space, standing closer to you in conversations, sitting near you in group settings, or finding reasons to be physically proximate. What this all means. If you recognize several of these signs in your own life, understand that you possess something many men spend years trying to develop: natural, authentic attractiveness that doesn't depend on performance or pretense. The women showing these signs aren't just casually interested, they're genuinely hoping for something more meaningful with you. They're creating opportunities and dropping hints because they want you to notice them as potential romantic partners. But here's the crucial insight. These same qualities that make you attractive can also make you seem unapproachable. Women might assume you're already in a relationship, or that you have so many options you wouldn't be interested in them specifically. This means that if you're interested in any of these women, you might need to be more direct than you normally would be. A simple, genuine expression of interest will likely be received much more enthusiastically than you expect. Remember, being someone's secret interest is both a privilege and a responsibility. Handle that knowledge with kindness, awareness, and authenticity, the same qualities that made you attractive in the first place. The most important thing to understand is that this type of attraction, based on character, personality, and authentic connection, creates the foundation for relationships that actually last. You're not just someone's temporary crush. You're the type of person women can imagine building a future with. Keep being yourself, keep treating people well, and stay aware of the subtle signs around you. Somewhere right now, there's probably a woman hoping you'll finally notice that she's been noticing you all along.